Okay. Testing, making sure everybody can hear. We've had troubles. We've had technical difficulties. I think we're okay. Did you want to take your computer with you, honey?
Yeah.
Okay. Ken's been screwing with Alexa. He's been going in there saying, I love you, Alexa. And then she turned around and sang Barry White lyrics to him. She's saying, you're my first, my last, my everything. It was cute. So yeah, he's having a love affair with Alexa. It's funny. So anyway, hey Courtney, hey Dawn. Thanks for coming in. We're doing mediumship readings tonight. So you guys know how this works. You have to text me and I will choose people to call back. Only during the broadcast. I've been getting messages since 5 o'clock. And it's kind of funny because 5 o'clock is when I've been doing Facebook lives, and I kind of chose 9 o'clock tonight to do this. And so people got used to that 5 o'clock thing. So long time listener, first time caller. Yay. Thanks, Courtney Elizabeth. So anyway, tonight's a late night. I have a little honey whiskey with me, which I don't think is keto, but I thought I'd have a little cocktail and have some fun with you guys. So it's been quite a week already. I just was busy today with the readings and trying to get my tax stuff ready, which is overwhelming and too much. And my printer lost its shit on me today and literally like told me to shut it down. And it was crazy. I ended up calling it a little bitch. I was so pissed off at my printer. You have to teach someone how this works. Yes, make sure that they only text. Make sure they don't call because I could be with somebody in session, and if they call, it's disruptive. So they have to text, and I may choose them for the next session. So that's how it works. So yes, start texting me if you want to hear from a loved one from beyond. So, okay. So we got someone from the 608. I am going to call the 608. Make sure you're not driving. Make sure you don't have screaming kids. Call failed. What? The number is unreachable. What does that even mean? Okay, let's try this. Okay, hang on. Here we go. The first one said,
hello.
Hi, who is this?
Stacy.
Hi, Stacy. Where are you from?
Gobles, Michigan.
Oh, Michigan. Michigan has, I really want to go to Michigan. It's just seeming to like call me. So where is that in Michigan?
Near Kalamazoo.
Okay, awesome. I remember thinking Kalamazoo was such a fun word to say when I was a little kid, and it seemed like a made up place. Like I just couldn't believe it was a real place because it was so much fun to say. So,
Yes.
so you have a loved one you want to connect with, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So the first thing I do when I tune into people is I tune into their chakras. So I always tune into your chakras. It takes me just a minute and I look at your energy first. So you just got to give me a minute to do that. And once I tune into you, I know I'm with you. And then I'm able to kind of look at whoever wants to come in. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So let me just tune into you, honey. I got to tell you, the minute I heard your voice, I started feeling like stomach issues or digestive issues. Do you have anything like digestive issues yourself?
I have type 2 diabetes, and my medicine for that gives me really bad stomach issues.
So you're on metformin.
Yep.
Okay. Get the extended release, the ER.
Okay.
That's very helpful. And I mean, are you new to metformin?
No, I've been on it about a year and a half.
And it's still bothering you?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's so interesting. Have them switch you to the extended release.
Okay.
Yeah. You should, usually within a week or two, most people are kind of over that ickiness. But just have them put you on the ER. That usually kind of cures that. So,
Okay.
yeah. Because the ER is so easy on your stomach. And then don't eat a bunch of shit. Because that does,
Right.
because that will cause that. Sorry, the crappier you eat, the more you have the stomach upset. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
It sure does.
I know. You're talking to Keto Jana right now, except I'm drinking honey whiskey and I'm sure it's full of sugar.
Probably.
Okay. So as I'm tuning into you, I'm feeling the presence of a male energy. Well, I'm getting a male and a female. So bear with me on this.
Okay.
Okay. There's someone who shows me breathing issues, emphysema, or lung issues. Is this the male?
Okay. No, that's the female.
Okay. Sorry, they're kind of competing with each other. So is this,
Wow.
yeah, is the female just one generation above you?
It
Or
would
is
be 2.
okay, so she's grandmother.
Yep.
Okay. Strong personality. She wants to be queen.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she's just kind of stepping in front of him. She's like tripping him up.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to take responsibility for why she's on the other side, but she does have some responsibility in this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Um, um, oh, she's such a strong personality. And she shows me that she can roll her sleeves up and do anything. And that she had to do a man's job and she had to take care of things herself. Does that make sense?
It does. Yes.
Mm-hmm. She just keeps screaming Liz or Lizzie at me. Does that make sense?
No.
Elizabeth, Liz, Lizzie.
No.
Okay, just keep that in the back of your mind for me.
Okay.
I feel like that's somebody she's with on the other side. So just jot that down and remember I said it.
Okay.
Now, there's a male who's much younger with her. And she has her arm around him and she mothers him from the other side. I don't know if this is a son or a grandson with her, but he makes me feel like
It's her son.
okay, he was here and he was gone. Does that make sense?
No. Like he was there with you and then gone?
No. He was living his life, going about a normal life, and bam, he was on the other side.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. He didn't get sick and linger. He was like living his life and boom, on the other side.
Well, I mean, he was sick for a really long time, but the final, sickness, it was like, boom, he was gone.
Okay, so he thought he could manage his sickness for a long, long time.
Oh, God, yes.
Okay. Oh, and what killed him wasn't what he was sick from, correct?
Correct.
Okay, that makes sense. Because he's like, I just ended up here for no reason. Like, that's what he's showing me.
Yes.
She has her arm around him. She protects him. She takes care of him on the other side.
She did here too.
Okay. Yeah, that's her baby.
Yep. Oh, that
she's
makes my heart happy.
Yeah, she's so funny. I don't know what the deal is with like hair on her chin, but she's very embarrassed about it and she doesn't want anyone to see it. And she like takes care of it all the time. Does that make sense?
Kinda, yes.
Okay. She's so funny. And she just shows me like the minute she got up in the morning, she took care of everything. She was just that person.
Yep. Yep.
I gotta tell you, she's also with this Lizzie, Elizabeth person. And I feel like someone else in the family is gonna go, oh my God, I know who that is.
The name is not familiar, but I will. So when I want to say in her 40s, she had a really late term miscarriage. And that's all I can think of is maybe it was the daughter. She had always had a feeling it was a daughter.
I don't feel that that's the same thing.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
I don't know then. I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Just keep that in mind and ask, is this mom's mom or dad's mom?
Dad's mom.
And dad's still here?
Yeah, dad is still alive. Yep.
Okay. Ask dad who Liz is. Dad will know. I promise you.
Okay.
He'll know. Yeah. But have this conversation with dad. Let him know that mom is with the younger male and that everyone is okay.
Okay. Do you see any other female?
I mean, her energy is really strong. And I mean, we're just doing sample readings tonight and I got a lot of other people to get to. So just know that these two people came through for you. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sweetheart. Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's see here. Now remember, we're doing mediumship, so we're connecting to the other side. We're not doing like love life and card stuff tonight. So make sure that that's what you want to do. Let me see here. Okay. Okay. So if you're wanting to know what this year holds in store for you, that's a Facebook Live. So remember on Facebook Live, I do cards and we do fun stuff like that on Facebook Live. On YouTube, we do strictly mediumship. So if I call you and you're like, oh, I don't have anyone on the other side, I'm going to freaking hang up on you. Okay. We're going to call the 608. Call in progress. It's taking forever. There we go. I've got lots of people in chat. A little honey whiskey tonight. We're having fun.
Hi, this is Shelly. Leave me a message and I'll get back to you.
Okay, then. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so we have a 262 Wisconsin area code, Eastern Wisconsin. Let's call the 262.
Hey, Jenna.
Hi, who is this?
This is Heidi.
Heidi, where are you from?
I'm in Mineral Point.
This is Heidi that I know.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Hey Heidi, have you been to the deli, what is it, the Big Dog Deli or the Red Dog Deli?
The Gray Dog, yes, one of my
Yes.
favorite places.
So I have done a group reading there. We packed the back room.
It's a cool place. Merrill Point is just
Oh, it's the history
it's a
there is
great vibe here.
amazing. Yes, it is
Yep.
fabulous. So let's see, last time I talked to you, you had just lost somebody, right?
Yeah,
And I told
my
you,
ex-husband.
right, and
Yeah.
I told you I'm like, it's too soon for a reading, didn't I? I kind of slapped your hand.
Yeah.
And
He's been gone about a month, I think.
okay. Well, let me just see what
Yeah.
happens here. Let me tune into your chakras and see what I can feel.
Okay.
Hmm. Oh, you're doing a lot of healing on your heart chakra.
Yes.
Holy cow, can I feel your heart chakra just vibrate?
Yeah. It's not always easy to be awake. It's a lot of work. A lot of work.
Well, remember, you don't. Okay, spiritual awakening will ebb and flow. And I just had this discussion with a client today. And, sometimes it has to ebb and flow, and you have to just kind of go into a downtime because you can vibrate high and go into a dormant period, and that's okay too. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah, it does.
sometimes you have to recharge. So you
Yes.
can still vibrate high and go through a recharge. So that's okay. Um, your throat chakra has been closed too long. You need to open that up.
Okay.
He is doing a lot of work on the other side. His vision is clear. He shows me he's seeing things he did not see when he was here.
Yeah.
It's like he's got his love glasses on, he says.
Awesome.
Yeah. He puts on pink glasses, which is love glasses to me, which he shows me that he did not realize how much people cared about him.
Yes.
He actually shows me that he had like really low self-worth. He didn't see himself as lovable. Does that make sense?
It does. It really does. Yes. It does make sense.
Yeah. A lot of his choices were choices that were self-sabotaging for sure.
Yes.
He's got a dog with him.
That might be Suki.
It's kind of a long-haired, fluffy, looks like Benji. You remember Benji?
Yes.
A little bit like Benji.
Yeah. I do not personally know that dog. I don't believe I do.
Okay.
He trained dogs for Pets for Vets.
Okay, that would make sense then. This is a very sweet, just beautiful dog, but he's got a dog with him. He's still going through a healing process, but he has love glasses on. So to me, he's showing me that he understands you in a better way. And that's really good. Yeah. So that's important for you to understand that he sees you in a light that he could not see you in when he was here. Yeah. Yeah. Now you guys have one child together or two?
He adopted my daughter from a previous marriage, and together we adopted another daughter, so two.
Okay. He just talks about how can I say this? You know about how we write the book of our life. We come in this life with a plan. And he understands the plan for your children. He talks about one of your daughters being angry right now, and he says, just be patient.
Good. Okay.
Yeah. He's like, just put the
Yeah.
brakes on, be patient. That makes sense?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay. Yeah. She's a stinker. Here I thought I was calling Eastern Wisconsin. I'm calling Western Wisconsin. How funny is that?
Yeah.
Too funny. Yeah, Grey Dog Deli emailed me a while back and asked me to do something, and I messaged him back, and I haven't heard from him. So
Oh,
I'm
damn.
hoping to get back over there and do a show, but I think it'll be when I get back from Florida in April. I'll probably do something because I can't really plan anything until the weather's better over there.
Yeah, I totally understand that. They just they were closed for a little while. They suffered a loss. They were grieving, so that might be why you haven't heard from them.
That's okay. I
That was
totally
just
understand.
recent.
Right.
But yeah, totally. Yeah,
I will get over there.
Let me know when you're going to be there, and I will totally spread the word now to show up. And
Well, we used the little room last time, and it was so full. I couldn't believe how full we had it. So I think they said we could use the big room in front next time because we couldn't have fit one more person in there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a great community and just a really good vibe and a lot of really open people here.
Really a fun downtown and historical and cool. So absolutely. Awesome. Okay, honey. Well, it's good to talk to you. And you take care.
All right. Thanks, Susanna.
Thanks.
You take care too.
Yep. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
So just so you guys understand too, it is important for you to give yourself time to grieve. A lot of people call me right after a loss, and sometimes you need to give yourself time to grieve. You need to take that time and give them time on the other side, because you won't always get the reading that you want to get until they've had time to process and do what they need to do too. So it takes time. Oh, I see all kinds of people in chat. Hello. Okay. So remember, I'm only doing mediumship here. We're only talking to the other side. I am looking at chakras too. I can kind of go through your chakras and maybe see what's blocking you or those kind of things, kind of a little bit of energy work. But I'm going to call the 608 and take a look there.
Hello.
Hi, this is Jana. Who's this?
This is Courtney.
Hi, Courtney. Where are you from?
Monroe.
Oh, Monroe. That's one of my favorite places.
Yeah, it's great here.
Have I read for you before in Monroe?
No.
Because I have spent a lot of time in the last 16 years in Monroe.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. I used to do readings at the Dilly Bean, and now I do readings at Leisure's. And
Fantastic.
yeah, my ancestors are Monroe and Monticello and New Glarus. So if they're a Kubli, I am related to them.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Well, there's just hundreds and thousands of Kublis, and yes, I'm related to them. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah, yeah. So, Courtney, do you want to connect with somebody from the other side?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me just kind of tune into your chakras and see what I can feel here. Oh, Courtney, I can hardly keep you on the ground. Oh my gosh. So your energy is like a kite. I'm trying to tune into you, and I have to just keep pulling you back down. And my crown chakra just kind of opens up and just floats off. So I'm going to ask you some questions. So bear with me on this.
Sure.
Do you have crazy dreams?
Yes.
I kind of already knew that. So your dreams are super, super vivid, right?
Yes.
And have you ever had sleep paralysis?
Yes.
I kind of already knew that. When you've kind of been in sleep paralysis, have you seen a vision of something close to you?
Yes.
I kind of already knew that. And have you had weird paranormal activity in your house your whole life, no matter where you lived?
Yes.
You know what I'm going to say, right?
Yes.
Okay. Um, so, and do you have dreams of flying?
Yes.
So, when I tune into somebody's energy and they feel like a kite and their crown chakra opens up like that, I already know what's going on. And what's happening is you astral travel. That is ASTRAL. You astral travel. That means you leave your body when you sleep. Your consciousness goes out on adventures when you're sleeping.
Huh.
Yes. Now, you have kind of crazy nightmares, don't you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And you're out in the astral realm picking up homeless spirits and bringing them home. And that's what happens when you're in sleep paralysis. Those spirits are literally coming through your body and depositing themselves in your house. And then they're knocking on doors. They're walking through your house. They're scratching you. They're hitting you. They're doing crazy stuff. Did I just freak you out totally?
A little bit. It's nice to be able to have some type of like explanation.
Confirmation. Right.
Correct. Yes.
Right. Right. Now, most people who do this have weird medical symptoms that doctors can't figure out. Are you there?
Yep, I'm still here.
Okay. Have you had like weird headaches or weird fatigue or things that doctors can't quite put a finger on?
Yes. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder for the things that I can, that they can categorically determine that I have this. So.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of, I can't say, okay, so I'm not going to argue with somebody's
Sure.
mental health diagnosis at all. However, all I can say is that people who do this tend to have odd, weird symptoms. So keep that in mind. Some people get weird skin issues. Some people just get really weird headaches. Some people just get weird pain that is unexplainable. So just be aware of that.
Okay.
But most people who do this see weird lights, they see orbs, they see things in the peripheral out of the corner of their eye, and they can't explain it.
Right.
That is because your third eye is so overstimulated that you just see visions of things.
Yes.
So what you want to do when you go to sleep is you want to close that third eye and ground yourself.
Okay.
You also want to put protection in your house. You want to say a prayer, white light, and protect yourself. And you want to sage on a regular basis. Now, I know you want to hear from the other side, but this is the first thing that came through for you. And it is the most important thing that I can tell you is that you need to sage and take care of your own environment. And you need to ground yourself and take care of your own spiritual health.
Okay.
Okay. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Sorry. The minute I opened up to you, I'm just like, I could feel it. And I kept like pulling you back down. And, every once in a while I run into somebody like this and I just have to kind of pull you back down. So, and there's just a lot of steps that you need to do. And if you still experience a lot of this, let me know. And, we'll go over some other things that you can do that will really help you not like wake up and see things or feel things that make you feel unsafe.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Yes.
And you shouldn't have to feel that way. And there's a difference between paranormal and spiritual. And paranormal will make you go, oh, and spiritual will make you feel warm and fuzzy.
Yeah.
Yes. And a spiritual visit makes you feel like you've just had a hug. And paranormal will make the hair on the back of your neck stand up and not make you feel comfortable. Right. And people who are, how can I say this? People want to put it all under the same umbrella, but it's two totally separate things. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's definitely something that I learned a long time ago, that going out and looking for it can cause your own spiritual energy to be at risk.
Okay.
So I learned, oh, this isn't so good. I can't vibrate high when I'm in the dark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very interested to learn more.
Okay. Well, I do.
Very helpful.
I do a lot of classes. Tomorrow night I have a spirit guide class. I'm located in Clinton, so it's a little bit of a drive, but not too bad.
Yeah.
I'm teaching mediums right now. I have a spirit guide class. I have angel classes. I am going to have a lady teach Reiki at my store. We have all kinds of fun classes and things to do. So there's always something going on. And, the more you learn, the better you do. So,
that's excellent. That sounds great.
Yeah. And my classes are not expensive. So I don't charge an arm and a leg for things. And we drink wine.
It seems like even if you did, it would definitely be worth it for somebody like me. So.
Well, and I could just feel it with you. I could just feel it. So, and I definitely, here's the thing is, I would get called all the time by people going, I have a ghost in my house, come look. And I go look, and they would all tell me the same thing. They'd be like, it all started in the bedroom when I was sleeping and I had sleep paralysis. I'm like, this is weird that everybody has sleep paralysis. And then I actually fell asleep on my sofa one time and woke up with sleep paralysis. And I had the same thing where I saw the spirit in my house. And I'm like, oh, I get this. I don't like it. But I literally was screaming at that spirit, and I didn't have my voice, and I couldn't breathe and couldn't move, but I screamed at it, you have no right to be in my house. And I watched it go through the window and look at me through the window.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so bizarre. It was the craziest thing I'd ever seen in my life. And so then I kind of put it all together. I'm like, oh, this is why I don't believe in ghosts now, because I don't think they have anything to do with the house. It has to do with people who astral travel and bring them home.
Right.
So ghost hunters kind of hate me because they're like, no, it's Grandma Jane. And I'm like, I don't think so. It's like this little troll that wants you to think it's Grandma Jane. Yeah. Doesn't that make sense?
Yes.
So, yeah. So, anyway, we'll bring your people through another time. I think it was more important for you to learn to be a little bit more in control of your sleep time.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. You take care.
You too.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Okay, I hope you all learned a little something from that. So Shelly says, I want to take a Reiki class. Yes, we're going to have that this summer, probably early this summer. Mary is going to teach, and I have a shaman who's going to teach. We're going to have so much fun. Okay, who do we have now here? I hope it's not getting too late to be calling. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Calling the 815, Illinois.
Hello.
Hi, this is Jana.
This is Deneen.
Deneen?
Yes,
Oh,
Deneen.
I love that name. That is very cool.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
From Illinois,
Where in Illinois?
Frankfurt.
Where is that?
It's east of Joliet.
Okay. Okay. I have some friends down in the Joliet area. I'm going to be looking at Crystal Lake area right now to do some shows. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
We're quite south. We're like 236 south.
Okay. Nice. So, yeah. So, how can I help you tonight? What are we looking at?
Can you connect me with anyone that has passed for me?
I'm going to try. So let me just tune into your chakras and see what I can feel here.
All right.
Well, you're making me feel like you're a little bit of a kite too. Did you hear what I was just talking about? Are you there? Hello? Did I lose you? Oh my gosh. Well, we just lost her. Darn it. Okay. Darn it. Okay. Hang on. Here we got another 815 that just messaged.
Hello?
Hi, it's Jana.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just watching you on with my mom.
Oh, well, turn it down because I can hear it.
Oh, you know what? I'll leave the room.
Okay.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, because the call that I was on actually got cut off. So you had a question.
I had sent you a little text just about the little visitors we've had in our home and stuff.
Right. And you said your son astral travels?
Right. I've heard through few psychics and stuff that he has a very strong ability and stuff. And we've learned about his spirit guides and all that, but he's a scientist, so the scientist in him is having a hard time with the other part, which he's grown up with. He has seen spirits and shadows since he was like 3 or young. I mean, ever since he was born.
Okay. Both my kids.
And finally, one day, I showed him a picture of one, and I said, "Do you know who this is?" And he said, "That's the man in my room." And that was my grandfather.
Interesting. Both my kids connected to spirit guides.
My little brother. Pardon?
Both my kids connected to their spirit guides.
Okay.
And both my kids astral travel like I do.
Mm-hmm.
And my son actually flies and has had really weird experience with flying around.
Yes.
How old is your son?
He's now 30.
Okay. And so did he have night terrors?
Yes, he used to have the night terrors when he was younger and stuff, yeah.
So night terrors.
He's learned to try and block these. Like he has moved in with us and he's now been moved up the Carolinas, but we had an issue a couple months ago, if that, where we had a spirit in the house. And it was bothering his son, and he actually had to, tell him to leave. And then we did all the saging and everything.
Well, okay. So when there is a spirit, one of the first things I do is I say, God bless you. I put you in God's white light.
Right. Okay.
Because if it's a spirit that is spiritual, it's like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm with God. Like, no big deal.
Right.
But if it's something that's dark, it'll dissolve that dark spirit and send it away.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my go-to. That I've woke up out of dream screaming, God bless you, I put you in God's white light.
Right.
So that is my first go-to. I always use sage and always ground myself before I go to sleep at night. Use a grounding kind of, exercise. For little kids, I put a nice big chunk of earthy rock under their bed.
Oh.
Yeah, go to like a creek bed or a river bed and get a nice big chunk of earthy rock and stick it under their bed.
Okay.
And they can like put their feet on that at night and say their prayers and then just push it under their bed.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, and you can also, make some spray with sage essential oil and water and spray around the bed too.
Okay.
And that's really helpful. So,
very good.
Yeah.
Because I'm nervous about his son now,
right.
with the things that if they may be seeing all that now.
Well, again, sage, use sage spray, teach them how to pray, teach them how to cleanse their energy and protect and ground, and they'll be fine.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks.
Yep.
Bye.
Oh, I didn't think this was going to be a whole like astral travel kind of episode. However, I have been going to do a whole thing on astral travel for you guys at some point because I do want to educate you guys in astral travel because I feel like it's so important. Kate, it's so important to understand and know about it. However, I do want to come into this with notes and a whole kind of step by step of understanding so that I'm not all over the place with it. So it is one of my favorite topics to talk about. And one of my most fascinating things to learn about. I seriously want to write a book on it someday.
Hello?
Hi, this is Jonna.
Tara.
Who is this?
Tara.
Tara?
Yeah.
Okay, where are you from?
Edison, but I'm from Deerfield originally, Wisconsin.
Okay. So, you want to connect with somebody from the other side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to tune into your energy. I just want you to like relax here and let me tune into you.
Okay.
Tara, do you have any back pain?
All the time.
Oh, boy, can I feel it as I tune into you. Holy cow. I can definitely pick that up with you. And I got to tell you, as I'm tuning into you, there's an older gentleman coming forward. He makes me feel like he has kind of a shuffling walk. He has some balance issues. He makes me feel like his mouth was really dry. And that he had very good care as he crossed over. Does this make sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
Okay. He talks about how well taken care of he was and the choices that were made for him were the right choices.
Okay.
Yeah. He also mentions the name Ed. Like he's with an Ed, so keep this in mind.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it might be Red. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Now, did he had a problem with balance?
If it's the person I'm thinking of, yes.
He shows me there was a problem with walking or balance. There was a problem with memory as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so he trusted people to take care of him, and they did right by him, is what he shows me.
I'm glad he thinks so.
Now, did he have a big love of ice cream?
Yeah.
And who brought him ice cream?
I think it was just always there.
Okay. He just makes me feel like someone was very thoughtful and brought him ice cream on a regular basis. And that was really like super important for him.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone else?
Just know he kisses you on the forehead.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a woman who is kind of putting lipstick on. She wants to look her best before she gets attention. Yeah, she's got to get that lipstick on. She smells a little like Aquanet. Do you know what Aquanet is?
Yeah, I know what Aquanet is.
Sorry.
I used to be a cheerleader. I know what Aquanet
is. Some of the 19-year-olds don't know. Yeah, she smells like Aquanet. She's a little, I mean, I would say she passed in her 60s. She shows me lungs or heart.
Yeah. Yeah. Pneumonia.
Okay, that would make sense. She's a little vanity kind of, just like wants to look pretty.
Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm. She is having a ball on the other side.
Makes sense.
She's around a lot of people she knows. She's in good company.
That's good. I'm glad.
She is a little bit of a queen bee.
She was when she was alive, so.
Mm-hmm. She definitely, how can I say this? Did not have a clue how old she really was.
Interesting.
I feel like she looked at people her own age and thought, wow, are they old? Like with no concept that she was the same age.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That is hilarious. She's definitely okay. And she says her skin looks luminous on the other side.
Well, that's good.
She actually shows me the old-fashioned bottle of oil of Olay. Wow, she's like a commercial. She is so funny. Did she smoke?
Yeah.
Did she smoke Benson and Hedges?
That I wouldn't know.
She showed me Benson and Hedges green.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm, which was menthol. Yeah, you might want to check that out. That's funny. Well, she is okay on the other side, but she is full of it. I bet you she was fun to hang out with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Too fun. Well, she is okay.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Well, I'm going to let you go, but
All right.
thanks for watching and participating.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. We got the 262 here. Okay. Hang on here. Okay. 262. It's getting a little late. I didn't realize that I thought I'd try this at 9 o'clock, but I think we might shut it down at 10.
Hello?
Hi, this is Jonna.
Donna, yay.
Who is this?
Hi. This is Dawn.
Dawn, and where are you from?
I'm out in Burlington.
Oh, I love Burlington. I love their downtown.
Yeah, it's just that you were at, where did you tell me?
Bubba's?
Brickyard.
Yeah, Bubba's Brickyard?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
I was there in October.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I was in the basement and
Right.
I had a blast. We had so much fun. And then my cousin works at State Farm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she works for Piper over there at State Farm.
Yeah, my daughter actually goes there with that.
What's that?
My daughter has them for her insurance. So.
Well, then she knows my cousin Marianne because Marianne knows everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. If you know,
Wow.
yeah, people think Marianne and I are sisters. We have so much fun together. And
Wonderful.
yeah, I love Burlington area. So last night, Ken and I watched The Beast of Bray Road.
Right.
Yeah, we watched it on
Amazon.
Amazon. We watched it on Amazon Prime. Well, I go by there all the time because I do parties out there. So I go down by 11 and Highway 11 and right by Bray Road all the time. And I don't know. I find it a little all hard to believe.
Yeah. I can remember stories, God, years ago when I was a kid.
If there's that many stories, there's got to be something. But it's all just.
Did you ever see the video? There's actually some guy has a video.
Really?
I thought it was on YouTube. Of he somehow he's got a video of something he saw.
Well, don't you think there would be a carcass?
Well, you would think so.
Because it can't live forever. And somewhere there's got to be a pile of bones. And this is what I say about Bigfoot. Is sooner or later, there's got to be a pile of bones that show up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I just don't believe that you wouldn't find a carcass somewhere.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, I find it hard to believe that these things can exist and we would never find any evidence of it.
Well, that's what, my youngest daughter always says, Mom, you're my hero. You're not afraid of anything. And I said, I don't know if it's that or that I just have a hard time believing it.
Well,
I don't.
I wouldn't go around looking for that shit. I'll tell you that right now.
No, I don't think I would either, but.
And not only that, I would not go, how can I say this? I would not. There's people who live on that road, and I would not invade their privacy.
Right. That's true.
Yeah. I would not go just like standing on that road looking for trouble because people live there.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. So I have a hard time with that as well. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen Ken, pictures of him when I put him on Facebook, but he has a big gray beard. And, so last night he's walking around here going, I'm a wildebeest. So funny. Oh my God, it was hilarious. But Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I watched the documentary and I was just like, I would just like to come upon the pile of bones because if it's true
Yeah.
and if Bigfoot was true, there would be a pile of bones somewhere.
Well, you would think so. I mean, it has to eat, right?
It has to die
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah, and that, yeah, right.
Right. And a carcass would have to be found. You cannot tell me
Yeah.
that for 30 years people have seen this thing or for 100 years people have seen
Right.
this thing and that you never have seen a carcass.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and that's my theory with
Absolutely.
Bigfoot. If Bigfoot's been roaming the land for all these years, where is a carcass?
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So anyway, back to
We
you.
totally went off. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you want to connect with somebody on the other side?
Yeah. Yeah. Just
Okay.
curious to see who you can get to.
Well, let me just kind of tune into your chakras a little bit and see what I can feel with you. Oh my gosh. First of all, do you smoke?
No, I haven't smoked. I quit smoking when my dad died in '01.
Okay, because somebody's
Oh.
screaming at me about smoking.
And you know what? It's probably my daughter. I yell at her all the time.
Oh, I think your dad is screaming at your daughter about smoking.
And I could believe that. She's always, you know, yelling about something that's hurting on her, and I'm always telling her, well, put the cigarettes away.
Yep. Yeah, it only advances every problem you have.
Yeah.
Okay. Your dad had a lot of pain issues when he passed?
You know, we don't really know, Jana. He lived with my sister and her husband in Sturtevant, and they were up north at their trailer, and they came home and found him dead on the toilet.
Oh, interesting. He just shows me a lot of pain issues that he, had. Just this, that, and the other thing. Neuropathy, feet, ankles, knees.
Oh, he had terrible feet.
Yeah. Yeah, he shows me like neuropathy, ankles, just not wanting to complain, but having all these issues.
Yeah, and he had a heart attack when I was 16, so he had a 4-way bypass.
Mhm.
Yeah, he did have a lot of stuff, bad legs. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he just shows me that he was kind of miserable with all these things going on. But he also shows me he was happy to just be bam, gone like that. He did not want a nursing home. He did not want diapers. He did not want. Yeah. He's like, I never wanted to be taken care of.
He did because I had the youngest boy in our family actually had mentioned something about a nursing home, and all of us were like, Dad would no.
Mm-mm.
And we always said that was the best way for him to die, bam, because he used to say he was afraid of death.
So he went like Elvis? He was on the toilet?
Yeah, he was on the toilet.
So, wow, he Elvised it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm glad it was fast, though, for him.
Well, that's the way he wanted it, and you have to know that.
Yeah, he used to always tell us that, yeah.
Yeah, he is happy on the other side. He's playing cards, he's laughing, he's having a good time. Yeah.
Is that him? Yeah, wonderful.
He is in good company. He talks about a lot of men in his family passing young, and and that they are all having a party on the other side.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Boy, yeah, you hit him right on the head. Yeah.
Yeah, he would have been miserable had he had to be taken care of and not been able to shave every day and take care of his own hygiene needs. So, yeah.
You know it. Yes. Oh my God, you hit it right. That was it.
He's too proud to not be able to take care of himself. So,
I'm so happy he came through. So happy. Can I just
I just wanted to ask you one thing. You were talking about all that weird stuff with,
The astral
happening.
traveling? Yeah.
Yeah, well, mine, Jana, is numerous times at night I go to open my eyes and I can't, but I can hear someone laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're holding my eyelids shut.
Mm-hmm.
And I was taught years ago too to tell them to send them to the white light.
Yes. God bless you. I put you in white light.
That's the only way I can open my eyes. And my daughter always says, "Oh, Mom, you're dreaming." And it's like,
no,
but it feels so real.
It is real. So the minute you start talking about white light or you say, God bless you, you can open your eyes, right?
I can. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And I mean, people think it's crazy. No, you're absolutely doing the right thing.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. There's people who talk about like having a hand push them down or like, having their forehead being pushed back. One night I had something go like that to me. Yes. I mean, and it wasn't one of the ex-husbands either.
I always, well, my daughter is married to a guy he does believe nothing with the God or anything, so.
That's okay. I mean, everyone has, first of all, how can I say this?
His decision.
Right. I am not out to make anyone change their belief system, and everyone has the right to believe or not believe what they want to deal with. That is their own choice. Until you've experienced what you need to experience, that's when you change. You know?
He just kind of always laughs at me whenever I talk about that stuff. He's like, "It's all in your head, Dawn. It's all, yeah."
Until you have your own experience, that's how people feel. I mean, they can call it pseudoscience, they can call it nonsense, whatever. But until you have an experience, then you're like, oh shit, something just happened.
Yeah.
Right.
I just wanted to make sure with you that, am I doing the right thing? Because.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much.
It was good to talk to you, honey.
You too. Have a good night.
You too. Thanks.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Okay, you guys. It's 10 o'clock in southern Wisconsin. I think I'm going to quit ringing your phones. And I appreciate all you guys tuning in. And I am going to be on Facebook Live next Monday. I'm not sure what time yet. I will put it on Facebook. That is Medium Jana K on Facebook. So make sure that you like my page, and I will put an event out for that. Tomorrow night is Spirit Guide class at my shop in downtown Clinton. What else is going on? Toma. I'll be in Toma next weekend. I have some more shows coming up. Florida next month. House parties. I got so much going on. It's hard to keep track. Anyway, Facebook Live next week. I'll be back on YouTube in 2 weeks. So thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. See you later.